right, what's going on, world? There go my echo. Yes, sir. You know, when I hear that, I'm in there. Welcome to another episode, Ballin' with Rich, episode number 24. And we are live in the studio. And I got the baddest engineer behind the glass right there. Yeah, look at my mix. I got to get started with that today, especially after watching that game today, y'all. Yeah, there it is. There it is. All right. Welcome to the show, Ballin' with Rich. And you know the ballin' stands for being active, living life, ignoring negativity. That's what we do here. And I have two guests today. Man, you don't get no better than this. I have two guests and some young ladies just doing their thing, entrepreneurs and much more, and they're just doing their things, and I'm so glad to have them this afternoon. And let me go ahead and introduce you to them right now. My first guest here, I'm a fan, y'all. I'm gonna just say that right now. And the reason why I say that, I mean, this young lady, I just love her work ethic, everything she stands for, and let me introduce you to her right now. I got her right here in the house. Miss Monterey Perry is right here, y'all. What's going on, Monterey?
Hello, Richard.
All right. Hey, you know, it's so good to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
All right. So how you feeling today?
I feel good.
All right. Like I said, Miss Monterey, I'm telling you, man, Monterey, next time you go out of town, please invite me.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Talk about somebody that I'm telling you, man. I'm like, Monterey, where she at now? Where she at? I you know what? Reality show. Please get one.
Okay. So y'all hear that? I need a reality show.
All right. So, Miss Monterey, I see you doing your thing, and just tell the people out there the name of your product and your business and how you got started, and just go ahead and tell them about yourself.
So I do a few things actually.
Okay.
My first thing is that I do sell hair. I'm invested in myself with a hair company.
Okay.
And I have hair on hand, and you can actually follow my IG page at Sit and Pretty Boutique Hair. I'm sorry, Sit and Pretty Hair Boutique.
Okay.
On IG. That's Instagram. And I also do taxes. So you can also follow that page too at Monterey MJMD Taxes. That's on IG as well. And what else do I do? I do so much.
So that's what I'm saying. Just a jack of all trades, y'all.
And I do offer CPNs for anybody, CPNs and trade lines. Anybody that's looking to, build their credit. We do offer trade lines.
Okay. All right. So I don't want to take you back too far. What was that day where you just wherever you were at, you just was like, you know what? I just want to go into business for myself, or I'm just ready to just do my own thing. What was going on during that time?
So basically, I went to school for a CNA.
Okay.
To be an esthetician, and it's kind of like I had a lot of jobs, but I didn't keep a job.
Okay, gotcha. I know how that would be. Okay.
I didn't want to work for anybody. I just always, and I've been like this since I was a child. Like my grandma always tell me, like, "Oh, you gonna be the one," you know what I'm saying, and take care of the whole family.
Gotcha.
So I'm just like, I don't feel like I don't need a job. Like I want to work for myself. I want to be the boss.
Gotcha.
I just want to be the boss.
All right.
I want to bring my own money in. I don't want to work and slave for anybody for the rest of my life. Like, and I want to make sure my kids are taken care of, whether I'm here or I'm not here. So that's my mind frame. Like, that's why I go get it from every different aspects.
And you know what? I believe every word is 100% true, y'all. Because like I said, I follow this young lady, and they always be saying things about, our young people talk about they don't want to do nothing or whatever. This lady is definitely the opposite. Definitely the opposite. Out there doing her thing and doing her business and just loving and living life.
And I like to help people too. I really like to help people. So me helping other people and putting them in a position where they can, go get that for their families. That I love that. Like, God, has really blessed me to have those, under my belt. So,
Gotcha.
Okay, anything I can give, any information or anything like that, I'm willing to give it to you.
Man, I'm about to quit my job and go work for Monterey, y'all. Forget that, man. Talk about and like she said, boss. That I wish I would have brought my daughter boss fingers that she got. It would have fit her perfectly for real. Yes, sir. Monterey, the boss. That's right. Like I said, it's so good to have you, Monterey. And,
Thank you.
I'm gonna get back with you in a quick second. My next guest here. Oh man, day one. Go back, day one. We used to work together, and this young lady here. It had always been a delight to talk with her. I mean, every time we talked when we used to be at work, I said, you know what? I know this young lady is gonna go far in life. No, it was no question. No, she just talking. No. When she was talking, I said, yeah, it's gonna happen. And like I said, let me introduce you to her right now. We got Miss Adriana is in the house right now. Yes, sir. Hey, and I call her Annie, y'all.
Hi.
Hey, Annie. Hey.
How are you? How is everyone this evening?
It's so good to see you, Annie.
It is so good to see you as well. Thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me out. I love what you're doing, so I just have to give it back to you for a moment. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Your podcast. Thank you for inviting me, and let's get it going.
Oh, let's get it going. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. See, look at that Monterey, and they got me pumped today, y'all. Especially after watching that game. We ain't gonna even talk about that because I got to hear that next hour with Sean P. So we ain't gonna talk about that. So Annie, how you doing today? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling wonderful. I'm blessed, and I can't complain about anything because God woke me up this morning. He gave us a second chance at life. Okay,
don't get us preaching up here, Annie. Come on now. All right. But no, Annie. I think the last time I actually saw you in the flesh wasn't that back during the my daughter's Not the homecoming.
Seeing her off to prom.
The prom,
yes.
Yeah. Annie came with her lovely son and, send off Monet. Everybody was happy to see her. So, Annie, just tell everybody a little bit what you're doing now. Tell a little bit about your business and when was that time that you got started and what were you thinking about as far as, I want to do this,
Well, I think it started for me very young. For Halloween, when your mom asks you, what do you want to be? I used to tell my mom, I want to be a sophisticated businesswoman. and so my mom would let me take a briefcase and, dress nice. And that's always been my thing, I'm going to be a businesswoman. So I think I knew early on that I would pursue entrepreneurship. And, you're told as you're growing up that you should go to school and you should work and this, that, and the other. And I think I'm one of those people that found quickly, I can't get to my goals quick enough.
Yeah.
Just by working a 9 to 5. A 9 to 5.
9 to 4, 9 to 5. Especially working at that annex. You can say all kind of times there.
Those 12-hour shifts.
Oh, man. Yeah.
But yes, so I currently do credit restoration services. I help people. I feel like I love people and I love giving back. I love doing things and helping others. So this is a way that I feel that I can help other people and provide for my son and I.
Okay.
With the leisure of not having to answer to a 9 to 5.
I hear you.
So I get a chance to give back to people through building their credit, assisting them with budgeting, assisting them with building financial security as far as a will, trust, power of attorney. Just a lot. I get a chance to do and give back to the community.
All right. To see that's what I'm talking about. These young ladies, they like I said, they doing their thing. I'm telling you. And matter of fact, later on, they definitely have numbers and websites to definitely tell you. And look them up because, like I said, especially when you have some dedicated young people. I mean, I'm young myself though, but they're a little younger than me. That's why I'm saying that. So young people that's dedicated in what they doing and doing it. And then the one thing I love too, both of them saying, love helping, giving back. You cannot beat that. I'm telling you, you got some people, they get all their, they get theirs, what's theirs. Yeah, I got mine or whatever. Forget everybody else. You want to be blessed that way. So it's good to give back or whatever. So Miss Monterey, like you, I noticed you. Like I said, you mentioned a lot of those things that you're doing or whatever. Do you ever have time for rest? How do you get you ever sleep?
I do because I make sure, because if I don't have my rest, I'm not good to deal with.
There you go. Okay, okay.
So yes.
All right. Yeah, because like I say, every time I look, I'm like, Monterey. I mean, just doing her thing. I mean, it's. I mean, you just love it. You be like, there she is, there she go. You know. And I'm real serious about that reality show. TD.
Somebody just said that too. Like, yes, you need a
really. I'm sick. Yeah, my DVR will be ready. Yeah.
Well, I can see it in the future. You can see it.
We claiming that today.
Yeah,
we claiming that today.
Universe.
All right, we putting it out there. Yeah. So Monterey, you want to give a shout out to anybody out there right now? Anybody you want to give a shout out to? Your girls, your kids, anybody? Go ahead.
So my sister, I love her to death. Her name is Shanae.
Okay.
And she does hair, and it's braided by Slim on IG.
Oh, okay.
That's Instagram. I keep, abbreviating, but it's Instagram. My friends, Alicia, Ashley, Sheree, my other sister, Sheree, she just graduated from nursing school.
Oh, okay.
So her graduation, yes, thank you. So her graduation is next Saturday, and we're celebrating her and her goals and her accomplishments.
Okay.
And all my friends that's just, taking care of their kids, because everybody has a kid. And let me say, they are good mothers. Everyone is good mothers. Everyone does, what they're supposed to do. So shout out to that, because that is a big thing. Being a mom is definitely a big thing. Yes.
Yes. I was going to ask you too. I know it's definitely good to. I mean, even if you don't have like a whole bunch of people backing you, just that one person to back you. How important is that to have that support system?
It's very important,
especially when you having going to your business.
Yes, it's very important, because some people think if they fail, it's over. So somebody there to encourage you and uplift you and give you that motivation just to keep going is very important. And my friends do that. So I'm happy to have them as friends. Every time I cry and I'm calling them on the phone or something's wrong, like, Monterey, you got this. So
okay.
Yeah, and we make sure we give each other that motivation.
There you go. All right, Miss Andriana. I'm gonna call you by your proper name today, but I always know you as Annie. But go ahead and give us some shout outs to some people out there that you wanna, anybody you wanna shout out.
Sure.
Definitely.
I would love to give a shout out to my mom.
Hey!
She's in Tennessee now. Both my sisters, my twin sister and my twin sister Dee. Everybody know her as Dee, but it's
DeAndriana.
DeAndrea.
Oh, excuse me. Dee, don't beat me up now. I'm sorry. Hey.
And Davon, she's also in Tennessee with my little nieces. Well, I can't call them little no more because they're big. Of course, my son, Cohen.
All right.
Mommy loves you, sweetheart.
All right.
He's 5.
5? Really?
Yes, he is 5 now.
Man.
Yes, and it's crazy because I don't post a lot on Facebook, and so people are like, "Are you a mom?" I'm like, yes, I'm a dedicated mama over here. Okay.
All right.
So yes.
All right. Let me give a hello to some people that's watching. D, she's known to me as D, Miss D Austin. Hey D, D's watching. Hey, my sister Nada, she's on there. Nada, I see you. My boy Steve Johnson. You gotta come on here, bro. You in town. Steve just always doing his thing. Devon, excuse me. Is it Devon? Davon, excuse me. Don't beat me up, Davon. Miss Laura. Hey, Laura, it's good to see you. All right, and there's some more other people on there, but all right. So Annie, I'd definitely like to ask you that question too. How important is that? Is to have that surrounding around you to help you with your business or to help you just to move forward. Period.
Oh my God, it is super sonic important. To have that support, I admire people who have that support. I have support, and I'm grateful for the support that I have. But when you have a team of support that you have that is there for you to help you, like right now, I'll shout Clarence out because he's watching my son while I'm here. and he is one of my biggest supporters.
Oh,
So I thank God for him.
All right.
When you have the support of someone that's able to kind of keep your child while you're trying to conduct your business, even the support of your customers or the people that you're serving, understanding that you have your child by your side while you're conducting business, you know. But it is extremely important, and I encourage each and every person to try to make some type of support and appreciate the support that you do have. Don't complain about what you don't have, you know, because it's hard. It's hard as an entrepreneur. I would never tell anybody it's easy because it's not. You're going to have some sleepless nights.
Okay.
You're going to have some days that you in tears. You're going to have some awesome and amazing days, and it's worth it.
Okay. You heard it from the expert right there. Young, but know what she talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Because like I said, right now in the house, I got Monterey. She balling. I got Annie balling. And I got the baddest engineer in the house. There go my mix. Yes. All right. Woo. Y'all got me hyped today, y'all. All right. Miss Monterey, I just wanted to ask you, like I said, I definitely follow you and love everything you do. And one thing I definitely want to say about you, I really love and respect the way that you so attended with your children.
Thank you.
Being a young mother, and just tell what the highs and lows of being in motherhood. You know, being a nice young mother and taking care of your business too. How did all that fit in?
So, I'm happy to have like teenagers now.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yes,
there.
my son is the oldest. He's 14, and my daughter is 13.
Okay.
And my baby, she just turned 6. So
6, all right.
But she's like 16.
She's 6, but going on 16.
She
Okay.
just like the older kids,
All
so
right.
I have no worries because they respect my space,
Okay.
and I try to give them their space as well. And so once they see me on, mommy's got to do what she got to do, they're okay with it. Just like today, I had to tell them, like, okay, I have to go do something that's very important. I'm not going to be able to do this with you guys today, but we'll make it up. You know,
we'll make it up. All right.
Right.
So that, so we have that kind of relationship where, they understand mommy is taking care of us home, and they understand.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And they're very spoiled. So
yeah, hey, that's all
they
right.
spoiled.
Hey, that's all right to do that, especially like I said, with a young mother that definitely don't let them know what's going on.
Yeah.
So, hey, ain't nothing wrong with spoiling.
I tried to get them what I didn't have.
There you go. So. Hey, we all do that. We all do that, definitely. Like I said, I got my pen autograph. I got to get my autograph. Monterey, man. You don't get no better than her.
Rich. We balling with Rich. We're not balling with Monterey. We balling with Rich today.
Okay, she giving me my props, y'all. We balling definitely with Rich. But I love to uplift my guests, though.
Yeah,
I mean, I know we balling with Rich, definitely. They know that. Always, being active, living life, ignoring negativity, that's Rich.
Yes.
And my guest, and my engineer, like I said. But, like I said, thank you, Monterey. I'm just messing around with you. And, but a lot of that is true, though, still. Facts. Miss Annie, man, I just be, it's so funny. Because that was what? My last year there probably was like 2009. So, man, that was...
So we all work together.
We all work together. That's another thing. We all work together. Yes. And it's so funny. I thought Annie and Monterey actually, knew each other from us working, but Monterey worked a different shift, so she never got a chance to really see Annie when it was time to come in. But that's something. Yeah. So Monterey, how was your time there? What you think about your little time back at the old place where we used to be?
I loved it because it was like office work. I always wanted to do office work. But I was out of school, like 18, just straight out of high school.
You was just 18? Okay.
Yes. So the 12 hours, it was getting to me like, this is not what I'm used to. So I'm like, maybe I should find something else because I'm not happy. So, I mean, I stuck it out until I couldn't stick it out.
Okay. Yeah. Annie, Annie, tell them people out there, a couple of times, like I said, me and you, we had a lot of conversations. Matter of fact, that was my best time at the job. I was like, let me go talk to Annie, sit down and hear about your future. And you talking about, this nice what's going on now, Richard, but this is not going to be the end. And like I said, I knew that wasn't gonna be the end. So
Look how we all here today.
I know.
Yes.
One circle, bring it right back
all
around.
right. See, that's what I'm talking
Right.
about. So Annie, how was your time there during the annex? Because I remember I was the newbie. When I came out, I was the newbie.
Right.
You guys was working. I was looking at y'all, be like, oh man, I'm not joking around. I'm gonna wait till I learn everything. Then I'm gonna joke around because they take care of business here.
Business.
Yeah.
I was very ambitious, so working at the annex, I found it fun. I loved the people that I worked around. I was very inquisitive, so I used to ask a lot of questions to learn more and do more. That's kind of how I was raised. My mom raised us to be hard workers. So the annex was fun for me. I was very young. That 12-hour shift, I'm with you, Monterey. It did get to you, especially being a young teen, wanting to go out.
Yeah, that's right. Because you guys were young back then.
We was working 12-hour plus shifts, and going to college. So yeah, it was a lot, but I guess we had the energy for it.
Yeah.
Yes, because I was going to college too. I was attending Henry Ford Community College.
Look, we was at the same college
Yeah.
too.
Oh wow.
And I remember leaving Annex and I moved to California.
Oh, you went to Cali? Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
so,
okay. You went there.
I was like, maybe I need something different, like something new.
How long were you in Cali? How long did you stay
in
out
Cali
there?
for like 6 months. Then I got homesick.
Got homesick. Okay.
Oh, I regret it though.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I do, I swear, because I probably would have been somewhere like in Hollywood on the TV screen. Like
No,
if I
you
knew
know-
what I knew now,
No doubt. No doubt.
stay. But it's okay because I'm still gonna be on TV.
Okay. She just celebrating her celebrity status in the D.
Yeah.
So ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was hoping my sister did the same thing. She out there now. Well, she been out there
In
for
Cali?
3 years now. Yeah. My sister and my niece, Pinky.
Okay.
My
It's good
sister
to stick it
Pinky,
out
yeah.
and miss family. Somebody else was talking about that the other day. Like, when you move somewhere, it's so hard. Like you miss your family, you miss home, you miss just the surroundings. But they were like, stick it out.
It
Stick
challenges you.
It's challenging, but it's worth it. Like it's a new scenery, it's new things you can build yourself.
Right, it challenged you in a good way.
Okay.
Because it pushed you out of your comfort zone.
Exactly.
Yes.
And have you been away yet, or
No,
just
I haven't
to
been
visit, just to visit
I haven't
different
been
places?
to Cali. I've
Okay.
visited a few places, but I haven't moved out of Michigan
Okay,
yet.
gotcha. Okay, all right.
My chat is coming.
No, she says coming. All right. See, like I said, my guests, they about their business, y'all. Business wise, play wise, they just doing it, And Miss DJ, Miss Engineer, did you have a question that you'd like to ask? Sure. Oh yeah. Okay.
Somebody said, "Hey, Rich."
Oh, what's going on?
That's Kita.
Oh, is that
Kita Celeste is on here.
Tony. Hey,
Everybody's
shout
on
out to
here.
Miss Tony
Hey,
Miles. Yes, sir. Tony. Yes, sir. All right.
Because you all were in the corporate world, what made you transition to being an entrepreneur?
Just being around bosses and looking at like, oh my God, look what they are achieving and doing. Like I could do this too. Like I can run my own store and be able to hire people to work for me as well. I always wanted that feeling of being just, okay, this is me and I'm doing this and I have this and I can show other people like you can do this too. So that was my thing with it.
Like I said, I always had a desire. I owned my own boutique in my early 20s. Just always had a passion for being my own boss, having more control over my own time, not having to go fill out a slip, or go to my boss and say, can I take this day off work because, okay, I want to be a boss. Okay, I can take that day off and I can still work from wherever I am, So just taking more initiative and control over my own destiny.
See, dang, they got me thinking about, I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. Monterey and Andrea is the biggest boss. Yes, don't let me start rapping, y'all. Let me cut it out.
So can I ask you a question?
You want to ask me a question?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
What made you get into podcasts?
What made me get into podcasts? Okay,
Excellent.
The short version. Before podcast got started, something that I always wanted to do was go around town, because I've always just growing up going around town and just seeing so much talent in different areas, different fields. And I said, you know what, the one thing I want to do, I want to go around, take me a camera to whatever somebody's doing, if they're acting, singing, or whatever, and just interview them and let people know. You know, we got some stuff going on in the D. People always talk about New York and California and different places, but the Detroit is where it's at, you know. And that's something I always wanted to do. And I think I did one little thing with it, and I sat it down, you know, which was bad. I sat it down instead of, you know. And then I used to sit and watch certain people doing their thing, like shout out to Mr. Sean P. You know, I used to watch him on the Sean P. Yeah, on the station. I was like, oh man, look at him. You know, he interviewing certain people, whatever. And this is a young guy I went to school with. He was doing it too, and I'm like, oh man, see, I love that, you know. And as time went on, you know, I started doing the little Facebook Live thing when that came up. You know, started trying to do a little something with the sports or whatever. So then actually, Sean P started a podcast last year, and he called me up. He said, Rich, I know you like sports. How'd you like to come on and you know? So I'm like, oh wow, you know, that'd be cool. So went on there, did the sports, and a few months went by, and it was just like, man, I really like this, you know. And I did a birthday show this past February, and the spark there really did it, where I was like, oh man, I would love to do this, you know. And it's history from there. May of this year, I started my Balling with RiCH. It was so funny because before I got started, we was trying to find a title or whatever, and they used to tease me about the ball, and they called me all kind of stuff. Balling with Dick, balling with, you know, all kind of stuff. Shout out to Miles Dixon. You know him, he love teasing my name, you know, but I know he mean well. He love, you know, all in fun or whatever. But yeah, one day I was just sitting back and it's just like, yeah, I like that ball. And I was just sitting there, and it's so funny. I woke up. I mean, seriously, I actually woke up that one morning. It was like, dang, being active, living life, ignoring negativity. I said, that's it.
Yes.
And I kept it.
I love it.
And that's the show, y'all. And I'm so glad that y'all be watching me because, like I said, my thing is I just love to just showcase my guests. And like I said, I got the baddest two young ladies right here in the house, Monterey and I'm Annie. So I'm sorry, Annie.
You call her nickname Annie. I like Annie.
Annie.
You know what? It's crazy because my nickname was actually Andy.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm named after my grandfather. I have the feminine form of Andrew. And when I was little, you know, I was picked on and stuff. So my mom's friend changed my nickname to Annie to make me feel more like a girl.
Okay, gotcha.
And so that's where the nickname Annie came from. And then as I got older, I appreciated Andy. So it's always controversy in the family, what they're gonna call me. Is it Annie or Andy?
All right, Miss Monterey, you do like I said, I know you. I mean, you just like into so much. Have you ever thought about? Well, I know the time might not be. No, maybe it is. Have you ever thought about maybe sitting back writing a book one day?
Yes. You know, I used to write all the time. All the time. Like when we were in school, I remember being in a computer class, and we would have to pick a topic and write a story about it, like a short story.
Gotcha.
And I would always be the first one finish.
Oh,
Because I just love writing. So I love writing like songs and poems and everything like that. So yeah, a book would be
that'd be interesting.
Yeah, it would.
All right. Make sure you just leave a partner for Balling with RiCH. I was once on Balling with RiCH. It make me feel good for one.
Yes.
No,
I even thought about doing like a magazine or something.
Oh, really? Cool.
It's not, we don't have magazines.
You know what? My niece out in Paris, she's trying to keep it alive. She's from here. She went to school out in Paris and decided to stay out there. She loves it, but she does a little fashion magazine and
Wonderful.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a good idea because we need that. All right. Annie, any books in the future or any
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
I would love to write a book. I have sat down. I have outlined one, but I, kind of did you. I outlined it and I kind of left it alone. I haven't come back to it, but yes, there is a book in my near future. Yes,
that's good.
See, like I said, man. Talent at its best sitting right beside me, both of these young ladies. That's what I'm talking about, man. And like I said, my advice definitely, I ain't even got to give y'all this advice. Y'all just keep on doing what y'all doing. Keep giving what y'all giving to the people. I hate saying the H word, but it's true. Them little haters that love to see you doing, they see y'all doing y'all thing when they want to sit back and just give them the hand, ignore them, just keep doing what you're doing. That's all. That's my advice. Just keep doing what you're doing. Forget about them haters, because they gonna pop up. Oh, Monterey doing that. She thinks she on that and that.
Yeah, I had to learn that.
Yes, sometimes they will be a distraction. They will.
Yeah, because I'm like still, but I've noticed like it's not even worth your energy.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go. It's not.
If anything, use it for your motivation.
Yes,
there you go. That's the best way to use it. Seriously,
they're still watching
because they're gonna sit back and watch and they're gonna
notes.
Yeah, and then because it is funny, it's so true. It's sad though. Some of them they just want to try you to get you off your square.
Yeah.
They would do that. They would, and
I don't even really think this is what I learned too. I don't really think they're haters. I think they're just intimidated.
Okay, I like that.
And they just, a piece of them wants a piece of you. You know what I'm saying? They look up to you, really. So, I take that as like, you're not a hater. You really love me.
There you go.
You too. Come give me a hug. Come give me a hug.
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, Monterey, she said,
enough love to go around.
Yeah, that's why I hate using that H word. I used to hear it a lot of it. I said, I don't like that word, but I know I understand what they're saying because it's just true,
Yeah.
But
it's something. It's something about you that they're inspired about, and they don't know how to convey it at all. So it comes off as hateration, but it's really love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. See, y'all got the definition from the two of the best right there. All right. Monterey, while we at it, tell the people the name of the one business or any business that you want to. Give them a number out there.
Yes. So, and I do want to congratulate Miss Malika Span.
All right.
She just graduated from law school of U of D.
All right.
She is the boss of MJMD Taxes, who I work for. Okay. And I started working with them last year. It's all black owned, all ladies.
Okay.
When I say this group of ladies are very inspiring, they inspire me to do better. They even inspire me to go back to school. So I really, really appreciate working for them. And tax season is coming up. So you guys can follow my tax page at Monterey MJMD Taxes. That's Monterey at MJMD Taxes. And this is on Facebook and Instagram.
All right. See, that's what I'm talking about. Yep. I'm going to have to look you up. Maybe you probably give me some extra in my refund, man. Yeah, see, I'm going to look Monterey up. Because my sister, she usually do my taxes, but I don't like bothering her since she out there in California. So, I got me a new tax person, y'all.
Yes.
No, but like I said, thank you, Monterey, for just being you and just doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Can't beat that. Miss Annie, tell them about give them a website or a number to your business or what you're doing.
The name of my business is Essential Keys to Life. We assist people with credit restoration services as well as debt payoff. Will trust power of attorney. So, those people out there that are going through it because they have lost loved ones. And I know it's a hard conversation to have, but who are going through it because they have lost loved ones. And now the government or the government wants to take the property that your loved ones have that originally or should belong to you. But because your loved ones did not have those documentation in order, you're going through a long battle in court over your loved one's property. So let's get this information on paper and document it properly so you can avoid that.
I am so glad you said that because it you know what, it amazed me lately in the news. You see so many of these big entertainers with all this money, whatever, and when they're gone, it's like like the thing with Aretha, they don't know who the sole person who's really in charge. Everybody's coming, DMX, and that's very important to get that one paper where you like, look, y'all, if something happened to me, this is it right here, Anybody out there got a comment or question? 248-854-9850. We're talking with Monterey and Annie. Call up and give a shout out, or if you got a question, definitely welcome to call in. Supposed to did that earlier, but I was so into my guests, just saying what they were saying, But like I said, we got. Go ahead.
So if anyone wants to contact me for a free consultation, you can reach me at 248-602-0209. You can go onto my website as well. It should be listed. It's really long, you guys, so I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
It should be listed, or you can go. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. It's a link under my bio. You can click. That will take you straight to a page to schedule for your free consultation, so we can find out where you are, what you need, how we can help you. Not only, I would also like to just say about the will, trust, power of attorney. Something can happen to you at any point in time, where you're not able to advocate for yourself. So that paperwork to have is very important to have that in place for you and your family.
All right. See, I might not want to let my wife know about my papers because she could be like, she loved that episode of Martin when she thought Gina cooked that little steak dinner. Thought she was trying to get that money. She always teased me about that episode. She'd be like, Rich, I'm cooking you steak tonight. I'd be like, all right. Yeah.
Yes. So if you're interested in paying off your debts, we have tools in place to help you do that.
Okay.
Phenomenal tools. And everything comes together in one package. So.
All right. You heard it right there from the expert. And I might have to get in contact with you still, too, with that. Like I said, people out there, they got some good things going on in Monterey, too, with the hair. I know you ladies, y'all love getting that, that hair together.
And I have good deals, bundle deals.
Okay.
I think I'm like the cheapest in the city.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I look at those numbers and I be like, okay, Monterey, you could beat that. Let's get it.
Okay. All right. Hey. So I know if anybody be like, I gotta get some hair, I'll be like, I'm the first name they Monterey. Call her up. Call her up. Call her up. And somebody, and I, Annie, I'm gonna have to get with you too, because I have been running into people lately that they've been having situations with that about trying to get stuff notarized, whether for them to be the sole purpose of the whoever, whatever. So yeah, I'm telling you, we got two people that's just doing their thing, y'all. Okay. I want to. I sometimes ask the little basic little questions I like to ask sometimes. As far as entertainment purpose. Monterey, who are your can you give me your three favorite singers of all time?
Oh. First I'm gonna have to say Whitney Houston, of course.
Oh, okay.
Whitney, Anita.
Oh.
And of course, Beyonce.
Oh, Beyonce. Oh, I had a feeling I was going to hear her name somewhere in there. Yes. All right. Annie, your three top singers of all time.
Look, I'm over here laughing because Whitney was my first one.
Okay.
So Whitney, Luther Vandross.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, probably Michael.
Mike.
So we could have named guys. I thought it was just girls.
Okay. Name your three males then. Your three males. You got to make three males.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say Michael.
Okay.
And Michael and Prince. And this is a bad one, but he. Y'all know what I'm about to say.
No, go ahead.
R. Kelly, of course.
Hey.
He's a good songwriter.
You know what? I had a conversation this weekend about that. I look at that situation all around. I always tell people, I know some people, they want to just throw them away because of what happened to her, but sometimes you can't separate the artist. Sometimes you can separate the artist from the actual person.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. I mean,
because we don't hear that in the songs. We hear the love and we want to dance, two-step, step in the name of love.
Yeah. Like a true artist.
And it's so funny you mentioned R. Kelly because that's one song that always used to remind me of Annie. I remember Step in the Name of Love. Just be on that floor. Like, seriously. Yeah. All right. All right. Monterey, your top three rappers of all time.
Oh, y'all know I'm going to say Lil Wayne at first.
Lil Wayne, okay.
Okay, Lil Wayne, Pac, and Jay-Z.
Okay, all right. Annie, you got three of your top three rappers.
Well, Tupac is at the top of the list. I don't know.
Okay.
I have to think about that because
say KRS-One.
I'm not big into rap.
That's the person I used to always bounce to when I used to be at the annex. Still bouncing. That's my boy. Matter of fact, no, Karis one.
One.
Matter of fact, him and Big Daddy Kane. They got a versus coming up. I think it's either today or I think it's next weekend. I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, they got a verse coming up next Sunday. I can't wait.
Those are some lyrical guys right there.
Yes.
They are very lyrical.
Yeah, I've been getting all kind of phone calls too. They was like, Richard, your boy. I was like, I'm gonna be ready. I said, Rick, they was like, man, I know you're gonna be going crazy. You can probably be on live just singing all his songs. Like, you know I'm ready. You know it.
Who are yours? Who's your top three?
My top three rappers of all time, of course, KRS-One, Eazy-E.
Okay.
I like seriously, Eazy-E. People say he couldn't rap, but it was just something about Eazy. I mean, his flow. I just love Eazy flow. And the Notorious B.I.G.
Okay.
Yes, sir. That was my man there.
I like that. I love that. That's one of my favorite movies.
The Notorious.
Eazy-E.
Oh no.
What is it called? NWA.
NWA.
Yes, yeah. Out of Compton.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I was born in the 80s. I mean, not, like 60s,
okay.
Like the 80s music and stuff like that. I kind of wish I was in that area. Because, I mean, that was a lit area. Even though it was like, all the riots and stuff like that and how black people were being treated, but it's still the same way today. But I think that was most littest, livest era you could have lived in.
Yeah, I think it was more of, you can still do it now, definitely, because I see it nowadays too, but I noticed people, they just came together to party. They just want to party. They forget about the other stuff. We coming together. It wasn't perfect now. You had your situation, but you didn't really hear that much. Matter of fact, when you did hear something, you'd be like, wow, it was a wild thing. Like, really? Somebody did that? But people were just more, especially with it being new too, the hip-hop era being kind of new during that time, people were just really just, oh my God,
Those house parties.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yes.
Parties.
Yes.
Backyard parties.
Oh, man, yes. Yeah,
those was probably the best parties. Though. Yeah.
And even during the times, we walked down the street with our big boom box, see who had the best bass, cut it up like, yeah, look at my boom. Yeah, oh man.
One of the things I love about those times though was it wasn't a lot of fighting.
Yeah.
Like people danced and battled, versus actually fighting, carrying guns and knives like today. Yeah,
people, they took they battle whooping with a grain of salt. You start battling somebody, they just be like, dang, he got me. He got me. And you be looking, and you just feel yourself like, I'm come back stronger. Just like on the street, I used to be the beatbox king.
Really?
By accident, people thought, it was just one guy on the street. He was bad too, and I said I ain't gonna do it. So one day we all got together, and my friend heard me beatbox. He said, Richard, man, do it, just do it. So I went out there. I did a little combo. Everybody was like, oh, Rich! I was so geek. I ain't gonna lie. Back then you little, I'm all geek. Did my little combo. My little,
They knew your name.
Let me stop. I had to take it back. I had to take it back, y'all.
Yes, I like that.
Shout out to the Human Beatbox, the Fat Boys, the first group I ever loved that got me into rapping. Them were my boys.
Oh yeah, I love that one too.
Yes, I got Monterey in the house. Annie, yes. So Miss Monterey, let the people know again how they get in contact with you and do you have like certain times or
no,
or you can get in contact anytime when they need something.
Don't call me after 9 o'clock.
Don't call. There you go. Okay, that's why. Yeah, don't call me after 9.
Text me. I don't mind texting.
Okay.
Yes, so my number is 313-848-4989. 313-848-4989. And you can contact me about hair, taxes, or trade lines. And I'll give you some more info.
All right, Annie. Give them that good information again. Y'all look these people up now. They doing. Hey, you talk about some people who want to help you and they not just doing it. They doing it in their hearts. They're doing it and they want to help. Hey, you can't beat that. That's the type of help I want. For real.
Yes, Essential Keys to Life. You can find me on Facebook. You can search my name, Andriana Austin. My phone number is 248-602-0209. You can, if you go to my Facebook page, Instagram, or TikTok and click the link there, you'll be taken straight to my calendar. So you'll see what I have available and what all I offer. But you can get started by getting your free consultation.
Okay. Just giving you a free. Hey, they can't beat that because most people be like, $50, $100, you know, on top, you know. So she giving a freebie, y'all. You can't ever beat that. Yeah. So like I said, we balling. And it's sad, y'all. I haven't got here early today. I'm usually just walking in, you know, like 10 minutes before my show. I came in half an hour. Like I said, I ain't really wanted to mention because them poor lions did it to me. So I told Monique, I said, Monique, I need to just take a little ride to the station and just, you know, exhale.
Yeah.
So Monterey, matter of fact, speaking of sports, Monterey, who's your top basketball player of all time? Or matter of fact, who's your top sports figure of all time? Do you have one?
You know what? I don't have one. I got a team.
Your team. Who's your team?
Was the 2004 Pistons with Billups, Ben, and Rashid.
Going to work, yes.
That was my favorite.
That's them, my boys.
Yes.
And you had any favorite team of all time or any player of any, you know?
Pistons.
The
all
Pistons.
Day. I support home team.
Pistons, all right. And it's so funny because that's I started at the Annex in 2003, I believe. Yeah, 2003, I believe. And it's funny because I remember I called off. I was like, yeah, I'm going to that parade. I went to the parade. Yeah, we had a good time. Monet, she was 2 years old at the time. We had her out there. It was just so much. That was fun, too. That kind of like Monterey was just talking about how, like, back in the day when people would just get together, whatever. That's how that day was, too, when they won that night.
Yes.
Because when I got home from work, you know, me and Monique, we went cruising around. People were just having a good time. I ain't seen I said, oh, man, I love this. I love it, you know. So, you know, shout out to the Pistons. Shout out to my girl. Matter of fact, I got to mention her. Used to work with us, too. Shout out to my girl, Natalie.
Yeah, Natalie.
Yes. And what? Yeah, she's always me and her always talk about them Pistons or whatever. Yeah. Matter of fact, her husband, we used to, she's always had me cracking up because her husband remind me of Richard Hamilton.
Yes.
Everybody used to call him Rip.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody, you know, Rip. He looked just like Rip. I remember when the first time she showed me that picture, I was like, oh man, that's Rip. That's him. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, shout out to Natalie. All right. And I got to give a shout out to this guy here. Matter of fact, this is my hanging buddy at work. Shout out to Terrell Banks. Terrell Banks, the man at the Annex.
Yes,
That's my cousin.
Yeah, it's so funny. I told him, I said, we got to make a play about the Annex one day. It was so many personalities that came over there that you could just sit back and make a book or a movie.
What's
for real.
the boss name? Anita?
Miss Anita. Shout out to Miss Anita. Yeah, Miss Anita.
Oh, I remember those days.
And you know what was one of my funnest nights, Annie? Remember that night we had the blackout? Remember the blackout around the city?
Remember we had in the parking lot?
And yeah, we had to stay at work that day. Me, Terrell, and shout out to Mike Jones. When Mike Jones, yeah. And we were at the Annex, just sitting there, just having a good time that whole night. It was something, you know. I was supposed to have been out of town because, you know, Monique and they was all out of town, whatever. I said, dang, they missed it.
That blackout was something.
Yes, that blackout was something.
How many days did that last?
One.
Only one?
I think one and a half or 2 days, I believe.
It felt like
about
3
days.
Oh,
a
was
little
it?
longer. Because I remember I was upset with myself. You know how God tell you to do something and you don't listen? God told me to go get gas in my car.
He told me the same thing, Andy. Seriously, I ain't trying to be funny, but he sure did. That morning, that night when I went to work, I said, I'm going to wait till the morning when I get off. And what do you know? When no gas should have got it.
I remember that because we were on our way. I think it was on the way to pick D up from work. And I was with my mom, and we stopped at the fish store.
Okay.
And we was about to pay, and boom. They was like, they pulled out calculators. It was like, we don't know the power's out. And I'm like, the power out? So I'm just thinking the power out in that area, you know? I'm like, let me go pick D up and go get gas. No. It did not happen that way.
And it happened in the summertime, so it was so hot.
It was super
It sure
hot.
was.
We had
It was
to keep going get ice.
They ran out of
They
ice.
sure did, y'all.
Yes.
I was at that gas station over by the Annex, and all them people, I said, forget it. I can't get the ice.
Was thinking out we had a landline phone. Because you was still able to call.
There was something like saying on like Y2K or something.
Yeah.
Remember the Y2K didn't happen.
That was a tripped out night too. The last night of 1999. I'll never forget that.
Yes.
I don't want to talk about it, but me and Monique, we was counting down, and she was looking like She started ducking. I said, "What you?" She just knew something was about to happen.
Aliens about to come out and stuff.
Yeah, I'm just joking, sweetie. But you did have a look like, oh my God, Richard, if this it,
I
baby.
think everybody was kind of scared because everybody had like stocked up on food.
Yeah,
everything.
it was
Water,
something.
food, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's next? We got coronavirus.
It was that.
So everything be happening in the movies is somehow kind of true. Have y'all ever noticed that?
Look,
Some
Like
of
it
the movies.
somehow comes true.
Monterey, I'm so with you. I tell everybody. I said look, I might get in trouble for saying this.
No,
I said
go
they
ahead.
make money off of entertaining us, but telling us what's really taking place. In the world.
Sometimes they do. I really believe that. Matter of fact, they had a movie about the coronavirus.
Yes.
Before it came out.
It
Or something like that.
What you call it? Like Cuban Gooden was in the movie.
I think that's the one. Yeah. Yeah.
It was like a 1980 something movie.
About 80, 89 or somewhere around there. Yeah. They,
I'm like, because I was watching, I'm like, oh my God, y'all, this is what we're going through right now.
And the thing that's tripped out about it is, the virus actually had been around before then. It just heightened when it finally happened. And, it happened when people was, they was really had to pay attention, because if you pay attention to some of the bottles or whatever, it's been on the bottles for years and years and years. Corona virus at the and we just never paid attention. We just bought our bleach and whatever, But But when it started happening with people, starting to die, whatever, people was like,
It's
starts to get serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is something a little different here. Shout out to my people out there that was in that situation where people who lost relatives from it. Shout out, prayers still for you and your families.
Family,
Definitely, But I'm not trying to preach to them. I just thank God for just keeping us still. Can't beat that.
You have to thank them. Yes.
Yes. All right. How many minutes we got? About 5. I think I missed my 6-minute mark, because I love to say my 6 minutes. Dougie Fresh, you're on. What? 5 minutes of funk? Houdini. Yes. All right. So Monterey. Matter of fact, any words of wisdom you want to shout out to anybody out there? I mean, in your own way, just go ahead and give the people, Monterey, the way you want to give them.
So, the best thing, like I could say, is not the best thing, but it's words, of encouragement.
All right.
That I could say is finish what you start.
There you go.
Always finish what you start, because you never know the ending, or you never know how the beginning will come into the ending and how good would be.
Gotcha.
So always finish what you start and just never give up, because I have gave up a few times where I feel like I couldn't, okay, you know what, Monterey, this is not going to work, or it's not working right. But then I always pray. I do. I always talk to God. We always have those conversations. So.
All right.
And so he be listening to me too. So it's like,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, God, I know you got me. So next thing I know is it's working out. So that's why I'm like, at today, I would never do that again. I always have faith and keep the faith, and and trust that everything is going to work out. So
All right.
I try not to be sad or think about, if it's going to work out or if I got enough money or anything like that. I'm just going to work through it. So that's what I would encourage people to do. Just work through it. Everything will just be just fine, and always trust in God, because he's always there.
All right. That's what.
Yes.
You see, that's what, man. Come on, reality show. I'm ready, man. All right, Annie. Give the people out there some nice words of wisdom. Whatever in your own way.
Okay. I would say, whatever God has given to you in your heart, follow it. And know that it's okay to be uncomfortable, because moving out of your comfort zone, that's when you see results.
There you go.
Staying in your comfort might keep you in a messed up situation, or not doing the things that God put in your heart to do. So always move out of your comfort zone. Never get too comfortable. Keep making yourself go further and further. Keep reaching further and further. Never give up on yourself. Like Monterey said, don't stop. Keep going,
You had me think about Luke for a minute. Don't stop, get it. Let me stop. But
You know, it's the Freaknik going down in Atlanta this weekend.
Oh, really? Is it really? Wow. I remember them days too, down in Atlanta. Yeah. But like I said, hey, you can't get no better advice than what my two guests gave. And like I said, Monterey, thank you for coming on the show. Annie, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
And I would love for you to come back individually to be my co-host.
course, of course.
Anytime you guys, whatever. But like I said, I'm so glad to have them on the show. And the baddest engineer.
Shout out to Jer.
Yeah.
Hey.
All righty. Another person I'll give a shout out to, Miss Jessica. Used to work with Miss Jessica. What's her Ponto? Is it Ponto?
Oh, yeah.
Miss Jessica Ponto.
Jessica,
Yeah. I'll give a shout out to her,
Hey, cousin.
Hi, Jessica.
Tony, just that whole crew at the Annex. Miss Deborah, matter of fact, when I first got to the Annex, that was the person who broke me in, Miss Deborah, your mom. D, everybody. I just want to thank you guys. Thank you for watching Ballin' with Rich, being active, living life, ignoring negativity. That's what we do here. I want to thank again Monterey Perry, Annie Austin, the baddest engineer, and they're going to continue to do their things. Support them, y'all, in what they doing. Check them out because they're doing great things. And I will see you guys next week from 5 to 6, another episode of Ballin' with Rich. I just got to say one more time, I just love it. Being active, living life, ignoring negativity. That's Annie, and that's Monterey. And we out of here, y'all. Peace.